Sydenhams Timber Engineering is a design and manufacturing company based on the Isle of Wight who specialise in providing timber frame kits. To date, over our 23 years that we've been in operation, we've supplied 3,000 homes to the Isle of Wight, 2,000 of those homes since 2010. We're pretty confident that at least a third of all new builds on the Isle of Wight during that time period have been designed and manufactured by Sydenhams. This is something we're immensely proud of. What it means is that the Isle of Wight is leading the way with building homes that care for the environment. Houses typically in this country have been built of what we call masonry construction, so brick and block. The issue is the amount of CO2 that's released in the process of creating those blocks, so the carbon footprint of the blocks and bricks themselves. For every 1 tonne of cement produced, 1 tonne of CO2 is released into the atmosphere. The opposite of that happens when you build with timber frame construction. Timber, through photosynthesis, draws in carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and locks it up within its cells. So it's no longer in the atmosphere, it's now locked up in potentially your building. Which means the two are polar opposites when you're looking at embodied and sequestered carbon. This is why we feel at Sydenhams, timber frame is by far the more environmentally friendly solution. One is putting CO2 in the atmosphere and the other is taking CO2 out. Increasingly, we're moving towards a much more scientific approach to how we build houses. One of our designers will produce a 3D model of the building, wall panels, floor cassettes, roof trusses, roof cassettes. Those elements are then manufactured in our factory under factory controlled conditions and then are delivered to site for what we call just-in-time delivery. When it arrives on site, it's a very, very quick process. A typical 3-bed timber frame house, the dry shell can be on in as little as 5 days. So 1 week, and you've already got to a point where you've got a watertight shell. This method of construction not only has environmental benefits, but it also reduces time and therefore costs and labour on site. These are all great benefits of timber frame construction. You know, we've always known we've got a great product. We've always known that it's an energy efficient, environmentally friendly product, but I think timber frame for the first time in a very long time now seems to be the system that everybody's looking towards, embracing, which is great for us in our industry. So yeah, I guess bring it on. We're up for the challenge.